Alright everyone, it's Sam here, and for the final time, welcome to my former Xbox highlights. We're here, once again in Season 5 at round 9 at Silverstone, and yeah, what better place to round off our former Xbox career than at our home race, a track that I enjoy a lot, and yeah, we are in the qualifying then. Now, obviously as this is the last race, so I just want to kind of acknowledge that a little bit, and say thank you to Midge, who hosts former Xbox, for well, firstly allowed me to race in the league, and of course promoted me back in at the end of season 3, even though I didn't win the championship in that, but I still got a chance to race in tier 1, which I'm still very thankful for, and it's been a good season and a half that I've been in the top tier. And of course back in tier 2 there was some very fun races back then as well. The championship battle I had with Insignia that went right down to the last race is probably one of the my best memories in like all league races really, even if I didn't come out on top in it. But yeah, it will be sad to say goodbye to the league, but I think the time's right really, just because I've had enough of the game in general, and I'm looking forward to just sort of turn over a new leaf really, and saying goodbye to former Xbox and also to Pinnacle. Of course it will be sad, but yeah, as I say, I think the time was just right for some changes, and I think that just pulling out of leagues was probably the best thing to do, because it was just bothering me too much and it was more of a chore rather than a hobby nowadays. But we come across the line and set our best time, and it was only good enough for 7th at this stage, and then it was actually 8th in the end, which was the slowest of all those who set a time, which isn't really what we wanted, but still, let's hope for a good race. And still I didn't have a teammate, but Hickey couldn't connect, but he does get in for the race, so we shall go there now. And there is the grid then for my final race. It's Pro Racing who's on pole, and I'm in 8th, and at the back my teammate Hickey, who managed to just about connect for the race, and hopefully we can both stay connected, because we don't usually. But here we are then, hopefully it'll be a good one, but unfortunately it's raining, so that may not happen. But the lights are out and away we go for the final time, and as expected it hasn't been a great start for us, although we're still pretty close here to GFX Massa, on the inside of him into turn 1, and heading through turn 2. Oh, and we've almost had a sidepod glitch there. I was so determined not to spin there, and I managed to hold on, as I've lost 1 place to my teammate. So yeah, it's not been a great start, but it could have been a lot worse really, after that a near sidepod glitch, as Hickey's going slowly. It looks like his car is lagging about. He was struggling to connect to this, but having said that, my connection's never great either, so that was probably what it was down to a lot of as well. As we're heading now into Brooklands, and it looks like Drastic Midget might have been having some problems with lag there as well, although having said that, there's probably more problems on my end really. But heading down the old pit straight, and we're in 8th place now then, and well, we passed Hickey a few times already I've thought, but apparently not. And yeah, it happens once again there. But it looks like Sir Lane's actually gone wide here, and I've got that place in P7, going side by side with Hickey into Maggots and Beckett, so that's not a great idea, especially when one of them's lagging, or probably both of us really. But we managed to survive it, and we're going to skip to lap 3 now, where we're still behind Hickey, and yeah, Sir Lane couldn't get back past us yet, and Hickey's going kind of slow. I thought he might be lagging a bit, and he does there, and we lose connection to the new boy, and also to him as well. So that's me into P6 then, and a rather disappointing end to the race for my teammate, which is a shame, because yeah, well, there hasn't been many races in tier 1 where I've had a teammate, so yeah. But we're going to skip to lap 6 now, where the rain has pretty much stopped now and the track is looking a lot drier, so it looks like we will be coming in for dry tyres at the end of this lap. And unfortunately, because of the wet conditions, I just lost so much time to the top 5 in this, as always seems to be the case really in wet races on this game. But hopefully once we've changed over to the option tyres, we'll be able to get some good pace back into it, and maybe catch back up, or if not, then just set some good times and make sure we secure 6th place over Sir Lane, because he has stuck with us all race so far, and we do get out ahead of him then. Marussia Mechanics doing a good job there, and the lollipop guy wasn't being lenient or anything, so there we go. We're out of the pits then, still in P6 on option tyres now, and hopefully the track will be ready for him really. But it doesn't look like it just yet, although having said it, the Inters probably weren't much better at this stage, so I think the options were just about the right choice really, as I think everyone pretty much came in over this or the next lap to change over. But a couple of laps later, something incredible happened as across the line I come, as Keith Edens set a fast lap, but then I've gone and beat it by half a second, so how about that then, as the times have fallen, as the track's got drier. Next lap again, I've gone quicker than the time Joker's just set as well, the first into the 33s then. And across the line then, on the penultimate lap to start the final lap, and once again going quicker, so that's 3 fastest laps so far in the second half of this race. And we're on to our last lap now in Formula X box, and well, we could even set another one here then as well. Names flashing up at the top then as the fastest lap, and I've never managed to get a fastest lap in Tier 1. I'm guessing I probably did in Tier 2 because I was more competitive in that, and I did win 4 races during the Tier 2 days, so I don't know if this it would be my first one overall, but you can see here in this first sector we're going quicker again as we're reeling back in GFX Master and just the top 5 in general really, and Sir Lane kind of tagged along with me as well. I've managed to extend the gap to him by 2.5 seconds, but he was still there fairly close behind, so yeah, he was a lot quicker as well in the second half of the race, and it was really just a shame that the first half was wet really, because if not then I may have been able to stick with these guys for the whole race really, but guess you can't have everything really, and well, I've certainly learnt that this season anyway, as we're still on a very quick lap here as we're coming towards the end of it, and yeah, I was so determined to just finish things on a high here, and I was pushing right until the final few corners, as you can see, still trying to close in on that Williams even though it's still way ahead of me, but we're coming to the final few corners now then, still pushing all the way to the flag as Mr. Jokers has taken the win. As around the final corner we come then, and it looks like it is going to be another fastest lap of the race as we finish our last Formula X box race, and I don't think I could have asked for much of a better finish than that, because honestly I don't think I really ever showed my the pace that I did in TGP and Pinnacle in this league, certainly not in Tier 1, so it was nice to get a fastest lap there at the end to show that, you know, I still do have the speed, and yeah, so it was a pretty good end I think to Formula X box, and hopefully I'll have the same in Pinnacle on Tuesday as well. So yeah, that was it for my last race. If you enjoy it, leave a like. I shall see you for my last Pinnacle race, and once again thank you to Midge and everyone in Formula X box. Yeah, goodbye.